So, hello, everyone. It is definitely not Larry and Taylor here this evening with you. They are away having a beautiful romantic couple of days away, and myself and Gemma are absolutely honored to be with you tonight. So, as you're jumping on, we would love to know where you're listening in from. Gemma is in the driver's seat tonight, so she is going to be leading the charge, making sure that we see all of your wonderful comments. And if this is your first time listening, we would love to know. So can you drop a 1 below? Because Larry and Taylor personally read every single comment that they get underneath their videos, so they will absolutely love to say hi to you. So for those of you that don't know us, my name is Mary, and from the accent, you can tell that I'm not American, I'm actually Irish. So you actually have 2 Irish Callians here tonight. Isn't that right, Gemma?
Yeah, it is absolutely fab. Exciting.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, there's lots of people coming in. Can you please just scroll up to the top of where you're watching and click StreamYard to give yourself permissions, because some people, unfortunately, are just coming in as Facebook user, and we want to make sure we see absolutely everybody. The chat is jumping, so very, very exciting. Back to you, Mary.
So we are super excited to be with you tonight. What an honor it is to be leading tonight's book club, and you are in for a real treat. We are going to share a little bit about what this book, if you have not got your hands on it, I want you to take a photograph of it. And I want you to go and order it straight away on Amazon. And what I'd also love you to do is, if you do have the book, I'd love you to take a selfie, and I'd love you to post it, and I'd love you to tag Larry and Taylor. So let's send lots of love to them today. But we're going to share a little bit about what it's done for us. And then we have got 2 incredible ladies that have phenomenal stories that I have no doubt you're going to completely relate to tonight. So we're really excited. I'll admit, Gemma, I'm a little bit nervous. We've got big shoes to fill tonight.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I'm the same. I think I'm shaking under this table. You'll manage.
We absolutely will. So good evening, everyone. I'm loving seeing all the comments. But as Gemma said, please, if you can just see, if you see the title, there's a little StreamYard website. If you just click on that, you only ever have to do it once. And it just means that we can see your beautiful faces. We can see your names. We can give you shout outs as we're on live. And it's so lovely because I can see all the love. We can see people from Ontario, Canada, all over the world here tonight, which is just incredible. And this just shows the reach that Larry and Taylor have. So I guess that you guys know how incredible and how lucky we all are to have these guys, Larry and Taylor, as our online upline. They are the most incredible mentors, and I can only speak on behalf of myself and my husband, Seamus, but these 2 have completely transformed the way we do business over the last 9 months. And I'm excited to share some of the facts and figures of what it's actually done for us and our business. So before we get into that, Gemma, do you want to do a little bit of an introduction into yourself and where you're from so as everybody gets to know you?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So, just like Mary says, I'm absolutely honored to be here, and a huge, huge shout out to Larry and Taylor for everything that they've brought, even bringing us this platform, which is truly unbelievable. So yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm originally from Tyrone in Northern Ireland, but I now live in the beautiful, and I'll say today, very sunny, and it's a bit like summer here in the Costa del Sol in Spain. So it's been amazing that I have the power with this opportunity now to reach so many. And as Mary just said, look, we're in Canada, we're in Ireland, the UK, we have in Holland, we have Norway. It's just amazing. So I've been involved in the industry for 9.5 years. I'm going to share a little bit about my story later, but the fact that getting this book, hearing those stories, and really getting to grips of what it is has just been unbelievable. And you're going to hear tonight within the stories of what's possible, what it might do for you. And yeah, it's really exciting. So I can't wait.
Amazing, amazing. So guys, I want to tell you a little bit about how I came across Larry and Taylor and the difference that they have made to our business. But before we do that, I want to give you a little bit of background into me and how I got involved in this incredible industry. So I used to be a secondary school teacher and I loved my job. I loved how I got to help people. And I'd love you to drop your favorite emoji below if you love serving others and you love helping people, because if that is you, you are part of the greatest profession in the world, because this is a profession of serving others. And I started it really because myself and my husband really needed to bridge the gap in our income. And all we were looking for was an extra 200 to 500 euros a month. We did not believe that someone like us could actually achieve anything more than that. We didn't even know if we could earn an extra 200 to 500 euros a month, but we were hopeful. And it caused us to start dreaming again. And I loved how, because of this industry, I was able to create that income, or I had the possibility, should I say, of creating that income around my teaching job, around our kids, and around our commitments. I didn't actually need to give up anything. And if you had told me when I first joined that in order to be, to earn that extra 200 to 500 euros a month, that I had to be on training calls, that I had to read 10 books, that I had to do social media, that I had to do all of this, I would have been like, it's definitely not for me. But because it was so simple, I was taking a product that I'd fallen in love with, I was sharing the benefits with others, I was talking to people. It's natural to obviously then, why not get paid for it? So we had a really great start in our company, and we've been with the one company for the last almost 8 years. We have reached the top of our company, and it's been an incredible journey. This profession has completely transformed our lives. We get to live life on our terms. We get to be incredible role models for our kids, and I am so passionate about this industry. But why I connected with Larry and Taylor, first and foremost, is I love who they are as people. And I think that this is a great opportunity, Gemma, for us tonight to really tell people that, like, if you don't know, if you've never had the pleasure of meeting them, what big hearts they have and how they are all about serving others. There is nothing that these two will not do for people that really want help and want to transform their lives. So I connected with them on such a deep level. And my husband, especially because he was such an introvert and he actually was a carpenter, he was in construction, could relate so much to Larry's story. And every time that I got speaking to them, I just used to get so excited because of how simple they made this business, and about how Taylor always stresses that the most powerful tool that we all have in our hands and that no one can take away from us is our own story. But how often do we doubt ourselves? How often do we think that we need to become an expert on Instagram? We need to become an expert at building websites. We need to become an expert at this and an expert at that. When in fact you don't. You just need to be willing to share your story with enough people. So where we found ourselves was in a really busy place. So we were very much, making sure that we felt that our team was our responsibility and that people's success was our responsibility. And that's what I firmly believed. And I'd love to know if you feel the same. If that is where you're at, could you comment below and let me know, is that how you felt? And I wasn't really sure how to fix that, because people talk about this industry creating freedom, and it definitely created freedom of a certain type for myself and my husband. For instance, I was able to give up my teaching job after our first year. My husband was able to retire from his work. He went to college and, got a degree in something that he loved. So we did have freedom from that point of view, but actually stepping away from our team was something that terrified me, because I felt that I was the business. And when we got talking with Larry and Taylor back in June, I realized that for us to grow to the level that I really desire to grow, for us to have the impact that I have the desire to reach that amount of people, the way we were building, it just wasn't going to work. Or if it did work, it would mean that it would take the fun and simplicity out of it for me. And whenever I started this business, I didn't know anything. It was blind enthusiasm. And you know what? That is probably one of the greatest gifts. But whenever you get so far, you all of a sudden think that you need to know more. And all of a sudden I was reading more books, I was doing more courses, and the more that I knew, the less that I was doing. So there's a big difference between knowing and doing. And that was something I knew a lot, but I wasn't doing what I did in my first year of business. So we stripped it really back to basics. We started working with them in June, and we had to unlearn an awful lot of things. So I had to learn that if someone in my team had a question, that I needed to direct them to something rather than answering that question. And that was actually quite difficult for me because I felt like I was letting people down. I felt like it was like I didn't care enough. So it was almost like I was like, well, you need to go and you need to figure this out for yourself. When in fact, I was empowering people. I was making people realize that they can do this business. They don't need me to do this business. They have everything within them that they need to be successful. So within our first 90 days, I'll be honest, Gemma, you know this, we didn't see a lot of success. We really didn't. Our business as a whole was in massive momentum, but we weren't seeing the liftoff that we thought we would have seen. And it was a bit wobbly at times. I'll admit that I really was like, oh my goodness, have we done the right thing? Because we changed everything that we were doing. We stripped everything back to basics. We broke it down to use Talk Demo. You know, we started learning, we started studying the 6 pillars, and all of a sudden, then it was like, okay, we felt we should have been getting quicker results. So come September, things started to change, and we experienced an incredible influx of new people into our business. But really, it is in the last 90 days, so our third 90-day run, that everything has just come together. And the difference that I see in people is they are absolutely loving what they're doing. People join this industry because they want to bridge that gap in their income. Very few of us, me, I definitely was this person. I never joined to actually earn what I do today because I didn't think it was possible for me. But after a while, when you start helping enough people and you keep it simple, you can have whatever you want. But actually creating that freedom is incredible. And that's what Larry and Taylor, for me, have really taught, that this business is so simple. The minute we start to complicate it, it's going to slow down. We don't want addition, we want multiplication. And we want to reach the masses. We want to help as many people realize that they can have a more comfortable life by doing this business, by getting involved in this industry. And I am so excited for you to hear from these ladies tonight, to see what it's done for them and how it's impacted their lives. And, you know, our team are just so grateful. They are on absolute fire. The promotions that are coming through, the way these people show up, the posture that they have, the belief that they have in themselves, the belief that they have in this industry, it is just insane. And that is through implementing. We didn't have the book when we started, but implementing the book since, joining the academy, and getting on this book club. As Larry talks about the ABC, if you want to have success in this industry, ABC is where it's at. So over to you, Gemma.
Oh, absolutely love this. And you know what, Mary, I've sat through the whole thing, nodding my head and just agreeing and understanding so much, because like you said, this industry that we're in, we come in, I joined for an extra £200 to £300 a month. I had no idea. I had 2 jobs. So, you know, everybody says I didn't have the time. Either did I. All I did was get started, fell in love with it, and simply shared. So it's really exciting. And, you know, I'll go into a little bit more detail in a while, but it's just how simplified everything has become. And like when you see some of the comments here, you know, Sandra, I'm so grateful. She'd fallen out of love with the industry until she took the chance, you know, and that in itself is powerful. You know, the girls already, I know all these girls are in the academy. It's the ABC is key. And we have this on a plate to us. It's just truly unbelievable. So Mary, I know on behalf of everybody else, like right from the beginning, it's been said, your story is empowering so many of us to actually see what is possible. And if you're on this book club for the very first time, and this is where you want to go, you're getting excited by these stories, ABC. ABC is what you need, and it's so simple. Yeah, absolutely love it.
Amazing, amazing. And in case anybody is new and they're like, ABC, this is a different language, what are they talking about? ABC stands for the 3 steps. So it's like Larry explains it, it's like a stool and it's 3 legs. And in order for you to really get the most out of this, then you need all 3. A stands for their academy, and that is where you get access to, we're going to start singing here now. That is where you get access to all of their trainings, all of their past recordings, the 6 pillars, which is the Bible of the network marketing industry. And you get access to every second week of the month, 6 hours of in-depth training with the best in the industry. Like, these guys are incredible. We be sitting on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday going, oh my God, like light bulb moments going off. B is the book, okay? This is the best investment you could make. I think it's like 14 euros or something like that. And it is incredible. And why it's incredible is because I don't care if you're not a reader, you will love this because it's stories. And that's how Larry and Taylor teach, through stories. So you can remember it. It's all about a feeling with them. And C, it's a club. And that is it. This is, you're on the club tonight. You're clubbing not with Larry and Taylor, you're clubbing with Mary and Gemma. And you get a free download when you join the club about how to employ yourself. And when I first heard that, that blew my mind. Because how we do anything is how we do everything. But you may be thinking, this isn't working for me. But is it not working for you, or are you not working for it? Because you've got to employ yourself every single day. So if you haven't downloaded that, I encourage you to make sure and do that end of tonight's book club.
Brilliant. Yeah. And I only actually downloaded it for the first time about 2 weeks ago because I had the book. I didn't believe I needed the download. That is value in itself. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's not just a chapter. You're getting the stories, you're getting the images, you can really get it in the place. So it's just unbelievable. It's brilliant. And it's just been added. We nearly forgot about it. The audios as well. So do not forget the
absolutely.
Audios. You said double A, that one. Brilliant.
Amazing. So will we bring on one of our first guest speakers?
Yes, absolutely. So go ahead, Mary.
So I just see someone asked, where do we download it? If you go on to themillionairetraining.com, you will get all of the information that you need right there. So at the bottom of the screen, you should see it. It should be going along in blue, themillionairetraining.com. So you want to go on to that website, and that is where you'll get the download. So up first, I'm really excited. This is a lady who I only met about 15 minutes ago. So I want you to show her so much love, guys. You don't realize how nerve-wracking this is. Like, coming on your own profile to do a live is terrifying. Coming on Larry and Taylor's, and like, they're streaming into I don't know how many different places tonight. So Charlotte has been involved in the industry for a while. She has got an amazing story to share. So I want you to hit that love button. I want you to drop a comment below. I want you to send her so much love because she's going to be amazing. So Charlotte, I'm so excited to be asking you a couple of questions tonight.
Hi, how are you? You okay?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
Wonderful. So tell us a little bit about yourself first, Charlotte.
Yeah, so my name is Charlotte. I'm originally from the UK, but now living in Spain. I'm stay-at-home mum to twin boys, so my life is quite hectic. I started my business around 2 years ago, and it's been a bit up and down. And last year I got quite lost. I got stuck on where to go, and I didn't know what to do, and things got a bit too much for me. And then Gemma, my amazing upline, she said, you need to get the book. And I got the book, and I joined the academy in January, and wow, it has changed my life. Like, the confidence in me, the belief I've got in myself, and it's just incredible.
Amazing, Charlotte. And I love your honesty, and I love your vulnerability, because sometimes we put on such a brave face to the outside world, and we're like, oh my God, my business is incredible. And we don't talk about the downtimes, but let's face it, they're real because it's business. But at least you didn't quit. And so many people quit because they think they can't do it, when in fact they definitely can. But what they need to do is exactly what you've done, strip it back to basics. So share with me just some.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, share with me some of the things that you have done, that you started doing. Like, what are just one or two things that you've started doing that has brought your energy back, that's brought your belief and confidence back?
It's just being me again. I was pretending to be someone else last year, and now reading the book and being in the academy, it's me. I can do this. the belief in myself, I can do this. How to like employ yourself as well. Like my days are quite strict now on when I'm working and when I'm not working. Where last year I used to scroll a lot on Facebook and Instagram. I used to get drifted sort of thing. Where
Yes.
now I employ myself Monday to Friday, morning and evening, like around my family, and my business has grown in the last 3 months. So like
I'm
gone
so
really
delighted
well.
for you. I love that, Charlotte. And you know, building this business around our family is what we all do, but we can get busy being busy. And what I mean by that, guys, is like you can be on your phone and you're scrolling. Maybe you're doing social media posts, maybe you're putting up stories, maybe you're doing Instagram reels, and all of that stuff is amazing. Like it's incredible. But never do that before you do your job description, because that's what we get lost in. We get so caught up in the latest trends that we forget to do what we're paid to do, which is onboarding customers and onboarding team members.
And also, used to get quite down by looking at other people's stories. But now I'm like, no, I am good enough. I can do
Yes, you
this.
so are.
And do you know what? Anybody can do this business. Like, you know, everybody. It's so simple, and keeping it fun, simple, and magical.
I love it, Charlotte. I love it. I'm getting so excited even listening to you. And I think that, you know, we can all look left, we can look right, we can look up, we can look down, and we can think that we're not good enough. As Larry would say, we're not tall enough, we're not smart enough. You don't need to be anything other than who you are right in this moment.
Exactly.
And sharing what you love and why you started. I mean, my story is always, I was a teacher who had very little extra money at the end of the month and just desired that extra 200 to 500 euros to take the pressure off, because money worries can cause a lot of stress at home, and there is no need to have money worries. But when you're doing this business right, like you said, and you're getting organized and you're just doing a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, but you're doing your job description, you're not comparing yourself, you're keeping it fun, simple, and magical. Like, look at the difference. Like 3 months and your business is growing. I'm so delighted for you.
And I think I've got my first member on the book club today. So I'm bringing them forward. So like book club, get your free downloads, and then into the academy.
Amazing, Charlotte. Do you want to give them a shout out? Do you want to call out their name and give them a little bit of a shout out?
Hi, Helen.
Hey, Helen. I see. Yeah, amazing, Helen. I couldn't do this without your support and encouragement. Thanks for leading me to the book and the club. And what I love, Charlotte, like, isn't this an amazing resource that when you get a new team member, a new partner, a new, rep, whatever you want to call them, that you can say to them, okay, you can get coached by the best in the business for free. It's not going to cost you a thing. And then it's a no-brainer to want to get the book. And once you get the book, you're like, I got to get in that academy.
It's my Bible, my book.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's everybody's Bible. Our team, we have a running joke in our team that all of the ladies go to bed with Larry every single night because they take him to bed with them. So any last minute words of advice, or for anybody, maybe Charlotte, who's feeling a little bit lost, who feels like they've completely lost their way, are feeling like they're not good enough, what would you say to that person today?
I would just go back to basics, get the book and sort out your mind, and just go back to being yourself. That's what happened to me last year, and just going back to basics really with your business and sort of start over again really. But read this book first and take it all in, and the audios are amazing as well. So just be yourself.
Amazing, Charlotte. And I'm so delighted for you. You're also in the academy?
I am, yes. I joined in January, so I absolutely love it.
Amazing. So you're completely immersed in the whole Larry and Taylor experience.
I am, yes. The ABC and like the academy, it's like under £1 a day for the month. It's incredible. Like, everybody join the academy. That's what I say.
Absolutely. And for myself and my husband, one of the things that is really important to us is when we're looking for advice from someone is to find someone who has done what you want to do. And to be honest, I don't know anybody else who's been able to bring not one, but 2 companies to billion-dollar companies other than Larry Thompson. So if we want to know how to build an absolute monster of a business to create a massive impact, Larry and Taylor are definitely the ones that you want to be following, that you want to be taking advice from, that you want to be metabolizing all of their teachings. And when you do that, guys, you're going to be in a couple of months on this call, smiling like Charlotte, feeling so empowered, excited for life, and making a difference. And that's what it's all about. So thank you so much, Charlotte. Massive well done to you. You've done amazing. And I'll see you soon.
Oh, I'm like a proud mum over here.
I would say you are, Gemma. She was amazing.
Oh, it's been brilliant. I was like trying to get some of the comments up there as well. But I can really tell you guys that 90 days ago, there is no chance Charlotte would have been on this call. Not at all. And I would even say as little as 30 days ago, she would not have been here. She just didn't, the confidence was not there. She's a completely new person. She's stepping up to different things like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm like, who are you? So, yeah.
And isn't it so freeing, Gemma, like that you're not trying to persuade people to do anything, that you're not saying you can do this, because they actually believe it. Like Larry and Taylor have this special gift of making you feel unstoppable. Like they literally, some of the most quiet, shy people in our team are like absolute rock stars now. Their belief level is on a different level. Like I'm sitting back at times going, oh my God, where has this person come from? It's just incredible because they speak to you at your own level. They speak to you where you're at, but they give it to you straight and they don't sugarcoat things. Like I laugh because sometimes I think that if I came into the academy now, because I was really quiet and shy, and Larry is so passionate that I'd be like, oh, but once you get to know that he has everybody's greatest interest at heart and he wants to see us all win. He has such an abundant mindset and he is more committed than ever to everyone who joins, in the book club, the academy, gets the book, that he wants to see you win. He wants the best for you. And it's just amazing. But I know that you've got an amazing speaker coming right up. So I'm going to let you bring her on stage.
Absolutely awesome. Yes, very, very excited. And just like Mary, I've only met Lorraine a few minutes before the call. So I'm really excited just to hear how she has developed through this. And let me bring Lorraine to the stream. And then, excellent. Brilliant. Lorraine, absolutely incredible to have you here. And yeah, I know just like Charlotte, you're like, oh, nervous, but hey, we're one big family and it's truly incredible. So I'm going to hand over to you, just share a little bit about your story, how you've been finding the book club, and go from there.
So hi everyone, I'm Lorraine. I am a mum of 4 from County Fermanagh in Ireland, and I come from a nursing background, but I left nursing then to stay at home with my children, and I just work as a reflexologist now. So I have never been into marketing before, and I come in as that discount customer, just wanting my products cheaper. And just as I got into it and got more belief in the products, then I thought I'd take the business on. And of course, COVID then left my income gone as well. So it was just another way of having an income too. And I decided to give it a go. So I actually come in, I was so lucky. I come in at a time where Mary and Seamus had taken the focus group on, and I got the opportunity then to join the focus group. So how lucky was I? Because I didn't have any of the old baggage that my uplines and all had to work with. So Sheena actually gave me a video to listen to before we started the focus group, just to have more of an idea what it was all about. And I heard Larry talking about allowing people to come to their own natural, logical conclusion. This just caught my attention. It just got me straight away, because I just thought that's what I want. That's how I want to do things. That's how I want people to be. I don't want to be pushing, or I don't want to be forcing. I just want them to come to their own natural, logical conclusion. So it just really caught my attention. So then as I listened to the pillars and listened to them over and over, and you get so much from them, it's so much value. And you hear something, I'm still listening to them from June last year to now, and you get something different from them all the time. And as I started having those conversations with people, and the more and more I talked to people, I could hear my language changing, and I knew I was talking to people differently, and I felt so good about it. It just felt natural. I was just talking to someone like I was talking to them about a restaurant or a clothes shop or a TV program. It just feels so natural, and it just felt so right. and the person feels you can know that they feel right about it, that they're feeling it as well, and they feel good, and they come to their own conclusion. So then it was just great. So it just it's like Larry says, it's that one finger pointing out and the three coming back, and it's gold. It just works so well for you. So the training, just because you're able to pass it on, and it's I have a team member as well, and she has come in, the lovely Sinead, and she has come in, and it's just that you're telling her, just be yourself, just tell your story. Your story is good enough. What has happened to you, and tell other people's stories, and just work from there, and be consistent. Do your job description, all those natural things. And she is taking it on. She's taken it on so well. I've seen her growing so much in the last couple of months. She actually had her first deep dive this week. So she's taken the academy on as well. So it's like how you bring them in, you bring them up as well. But I think the training, what Larry and Taylor teach, is that you are good enough, you are strong enough, you are tall enough, and they give you the belief in yourself. And then because you have that belief in yourself and you have that passion in your product, it just flows, and that energy just goes to the people that you work with, and you just feel that excitement as well. The team at the minute, what Mary and Seamus have done, and the team that we have at the minute, you can't come off without that excitement and that contagiousness that you just get so excited that it fuels you then as well. But it's just been an absolute game changer for me, because I am not the same person I was whenever I started this. And that is because of that training, and it's because of the confidence they get, the belief that you have in yourself, like the millionaire training, that mental projector, that was a game changer for me. It's like changing that picture that you have in your head, that what you're projecting out. It's just fabulous. And I can feel myself as well having changed. It's just absolutely brilliant. And then of course, employ yourself, like do your job every day, be consistent. And if you don't be consistent and you don't do your job every day, you can't get the results that you really want to get. I just think the whole thing has just been fabulous. The whole thing has just been absolute gold. And the whole thing is just a life-changing experience.
Oh, Lorraine, I love it. The energy from you is incredible. And, as you nearly said, to come in at following through on this, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, how lucky. So many people within like Charlotte's story, and even like Mary and my own, it's how to unlearn things because of the industry of what it become. But when you've nailed it, that fun and simple, but the academy, you're there, you're learning it, you're embracing it, and it's just you have to see some of this. Lorraine, you're like a new woman, you're oozing confidence, so great to watch, love what you're saying. They're saying go the Irish as well, so sorry Charlotte, it's Irish fire here tonight, so but it's just incredible to see. And you've said it there, employ yourself. And I think the big thing for all of us here tonight, we're trying to really hit on the freedom that we have, and the freedom that we can create with this. And as you say, you bring somebody in, you've got your member, what excites you now for the future, for everybody that doesn't even know what you have for them yet?
Oh my gosh, it's what you can build, it's what you can do with it. And it's the vision that you can see, the business that people are building. You think, I'm only a mommy, I'm only a stay-at-home mommy, but I can do this. I am good enough, and I will do this as well. And that's what this has taught us. That's the confidence that the academy has given us. And I can feel my own team, my own smaller team, like I can see them growing and changing. And as people are coming in and we're all talking the same language, because we're so passionate about what we do, like how many people go to jobs every single day and they don't have the passion? But I get up in the morning and I love what I do and love how I speak to people, and I'm just having those conversations. I'm not looking for an outcome. I'm not looking for a transaction. I just telling people what has happened to me. I don't know what it'll do for you, but here we go. This is what it's done for me. You make up your own mind and decide from that. And it is just pure gold. It is just in every aspect of your life as well. It's not just the business end. And it's just, and then to read the book as well, that just it just puts the nail in the coffin. It is great. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, Sheena's saying here, you sure will. So it's unbelievable. The confidence, the language, everything you have. And like you say that, you're simply just doing your job. It's not up to you what what's going to happen from it. It's up to them. That natural logical conclusion is unbelievable. So the same as what Mary said to, you know, from Charlotte as well. If you could give anybody here watching this, especially for their first time, you know, what would be your tip for them?
You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And that's what Larry says all the time, but it's the belief that I have in myself now, and it's just the belief that you get from the training, because it is just be you, and you're just allowed to be you, and then it just works from there. So yes, you can do it.
Incredible, and it's so true. So see, I'm going to bring Mary in as well. So we'll bring Mary back.
Oh my goodness, Lorraine, I am beaming from ear to ear. I'm literally going, is this the same lady that a couple of months ago spoke on a live with me? Like, even the growth in you in a couple of weeks is incredible. And guys, this is what you have ahead of you if you decide to follow their teachings. This is what it's going to do for you, just like it's done for Lorraine and just like it's done for Charlotte. There is no secret to what's going on here. But when you start to understand the fundamentals, when you start to build your business on rock instead of sand, when you stop looking at what everyone else is doing and you start embracing what you can do with this, it becomes the most incredible experience. Life becomes an amazing, you want to wake up every day with joy, just like Lorraine says. She's so excited every day to wake up. It's just amazing. I'm so proud of you, Lorraine. And I know Sheena, oh my God, if only she could go and give you a big hug, she would.
I know. And she has grown so much. She has changed so much. And it's her belief that it just filters down to us as well. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful.
Incredible. So Lorraine, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Great to have you here. Wow, those stories.
Gemma, you're doing an amazing job of running all of this, the technology, putting the people on the screen, taking them off the screen, putting up the banners, the people's comments. Like, guys, show Gemma some love here. She is an absolute pro. I was like, Gemma, I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. Technology is my weakness. I am not accepting the responsibility for running this. And she was like, I'll do it. So super proud of you. You're doing an amazing job.
First time using StreamYard, and I have to say, I love it. I was like, I may have to look into using this properly. It's cool. It's really good for interaction. So guys, honestly, for the love that you're sharing for everybody tonight, it's been amazing. And what I will say as well, please give the love to Laurie and Taylor, because without them, we wouldn't have any of this. It's just been unbelievable. Guys, I want to kind of take it just a little bit then through my story, you know, and to give you where I'm at. And, you know, like so many of the guys in this call tonight, I had so much to unlearn. And I'm going to be honest, I still do. And, you know, Mary said within her story, or a part of earlier, you know, I know where Mary and Seamus have been. You know, we've had a great chat together, and you really have to trust the process. And sometimes, you know, you're going to be watching this here tonight and think, oh, brilliant. I'm getting in there and it's going to happen. And can I say, for Lorraine, truly incredible, because how you bring them in is how you bring them up. And that excites me like crazy of where it is. So I want to take you back. I found this industry nearly 10 years ago. And, you know, I'd never heard of network marketing. I had no idea of it. I was a full-time transport manager, part-time barmaid. I was back home living with my parents, and there was still too much month at the end of the money. And, you know, I only wanted that extra £200 to £300. I had no idea any more actually existed, to be honest. I got started in the products. Within my first month, I had simply shared with some of my friends, some of my family that seen the difference in me. And within the first month, I had made £400. I was like, wow, what is this? What am I doing? I was excited, and I simply then started sharing it. When my first member was my best friend, my mom became one of my team members, and little by little, through simply sharing the products, I had no idea what was happening. I didn't have a clue. Did I know the compensation plan? Not at all. I had no clue of what was happening. But all of a sudden, I had matched my income with Transport Manager. Within the year, I had doubled my income. And again, I still say, I don't know what I was doing. And can I tell you to today, I wish I never learned what I was doing and just kept doing what I was doing, because I was so lucky to have got to quite a high level in the company that I was with, that I'm with. And, you know, then I thought, oh, I have this rank, I need to become this manager and do this and bring my team through, and probably done everything that I wasn't doing, you know, and the job description wasn't happening. The mental projector wasn't right, because it was just like focusing on completely the wrong vision. So let's bring it back to last year. I had incredible success last year, but there was still a part of me didn't have the momentum that we wanted to have. You know, if I look back to I started in Northern Ireland, I moved to Liverpool 5 years ago, my business declined. I moved to Spain 4 years ago, my business declined. Did I have freedom? Did I have something created that I could allow to continue working? No. Why? Because I was doing the job. I was doing everybody else's. Laurie would say, I was lifting everyone's weights. Come on. It didn't help. It didn't make it happen. So I found Lorien Taylor simply through, they'd done an interview with Fraser Brooks. I qualified for a free coaching call, and I'd ordered the book. I got so excited. And I spoke to Lorien Taylor for what should have been 15 minutes. 51 minutes later, I came off the phone to them. We had cried, we laughed, but they instilled something in me that I had completely lost. I had lost the belief. I had lost action. I didn't actually know how to get a customer again. And Mary, you've said it already, they really instilled in me what I had lost. I am good enough. You know, I am tall enough, I am short enough, and I could do what I needed to do to move forward. So, you know, I got excited, and I simply just started doing my do and getting around my team. And they seen the energy in me again. They seen the belief in me again. And I'm super excited for how many people are in the book club tonight, how many people are in the academy, and the belief that they are getting, because they are making the decision, because they know they're good enough, they're lifting their own weights. That's freedom. It's not what I'm doing, because I'm not doing anything for them anymore. And that's one of the hardest parts. You know, it's like, I need to do this. And, you know, it really excites me for what we're now creating. It is hard at times, because there is so many that don't want to do this. So many that, no, we have got our systems, and I'm like an Instagram professional now, and I'm like, no, I've had to delete everything. I seen Sabrina said it earlier about unsubscribe was the best thing that we ever did, because there's so much white noise out there. There's so much white noise. There's so many distractions. But Lorien Taylor pull it back to the fundamentals. You read that book. You join us in the book club and hear the stories. And the academy, to understand the 6 pillars, has been totally transformational. And I, for one, love what I've found again in myself, and love what I'm now seeing for those that want to see it. And that excites me like absolute crazy. You know,
amazing. Amazing, Gemma. And you know what's so crazy? Like, oh my goodness, everything that's meant for us will never pass us. Would you believe that whenever I was talking to Taylor about, you know, whenever they were launching the book, I was like, we got to get you in touch with Fraser. And I actually connected Taylor and Fraser to do that interview. Like, that is amazing, because I was like, Fraser is just insane. In Europe, he is like, you know, incredible, and to get on his platform would be amazing to promote this book. So that is so crazy that that's how the connections come from you. Wow, that is insane. And I love your honesty, and I love how you just say it like it is. You didn't sugarcoat it. You talked about the success, but you talked about how it did back, and I believe that will happen us all if we don't have the fundamentals there. And what I mean by that, and tonight we entitled this about having true freedom. And freedom means something different to everyone. So what freedom means to me could be very different to what freedom meant to Gemma. And when I started this business, guys, freedom to me was having that extra 200 euros, possibly building it up to 500 euros. Oh my goodness, is that Taylor? Somebody must be logged in. Yeah. But possibly building it up to 500 euros, like that was an extra 6,000 euros a month to our home without it interfering with what I was doing. And then, like you said, we can become so curious when we have success about, well, how has this happened? How have I done this? And you think then that you need to teach what you've done. But this business, you don't need to teach anything. What you need to teach is 3 steps. And I really want you to realize this if you're watching tonight, that I want you to strip everything back to basics. And I don't, no matter where you're at, like we're at the top of our company, but this is what we do every single day. We use our products. We talk to people and we share stories and we put a feeling with it. And we had an incredible call yesterday with John Fleming from the Fleming Group, and it was insane. And these are the type of calls that you will get access to if you join the academy. And for an hour, he talked about the gig economy and how it's like the way of the future. It's $1 trillion industry. And one thing that he said that really I cannot get out of my head is, how much time are you spending sharing with others what was once shared with you? And I want to repeat that. How much time are you spending sharing with others what was once shared with you? So I didn't say how much time are you spending creating an email list. I didn't say how much time are you spending, doing this or doing that. Having those conversations is really, really, really critical. And I think that, we can get lost and we can get out of that pattern. And all of the other social media stuff is incredible. And I do it. It's not that I don't do it. And I think there's some amazing trainers out there that do it. But you will build a business based on sand if that is all you do. If you don't understand exactly how to build this on solid rock, you'll never have that true freedom. And that is incredible. That is a gift. And that is the gift that these guys can give you. And network marketing for me is the greatest profession in the world. And do you know why? Because it allows ordinary people like me who felt that they were not good at anything, who felt that she had dreams as a child, but they were always going to be dreams because how was I ever going to achieve them unless I won the lottery? But it allowed me to create my dream life. But the way that I've created my dream life is by helping so many others. So when you find this industry, it's actually never about you anymore. It's about that person that you're in front of, that person standing in front of you. But too often we're afraid to share it. But you will never achieve what you want in life if you're not willing to get out of your head and share from your heart. And if you're willing to do that and follow the teachings that they bring, keep it fun, keep it simple, keep it magical, speak to people in language that they understand, forget about compensation plans, forget about residual income. I never heard of residual income until I was in this business about 2 years. Never heard of it. And I had to Google it. And then even the word Gemma, DMO, for my first year in business, I'd hear people saying DMO and I was like, DMO? And I thought I had to pretend that I knew what it was. I didn't have a flipping clue. Because my DMO for my first year in business was, who am I speaking to today? Where am I getting my next customer? Who am I going to speak to about the business? But then all of a sudden it was like, okay, I need to create this incredible DMO. I need to do this and I need to do that. And then things start changing. So strip it back to basics, fall in love with the process. And you too will be on this book club being interviewed by Larry and Taylor, talking about how it's not only changing your life, but it's changing thousands of others. Like, for me tonight, the best part was seeing Charlotte and Lorraine on tonight's call. The happiness in their eyes, like the twinkle in their eyes, the smile on their face says it all. Would you agree, Gemma?
Completely. But I'm just going to say this on behalf of everybody. Mary, thank you. for everything that you bring to not only to the book club, to the lives. You know, yourself and Seamus are incredible, and it's coming up crazy here in the comments as well. You know, and I know you'll say it's like, yeah, what you've taught from Laurie and Taylor, but how you bring it, it's just amazing. So the guys are loving it, and I have to say, I got this. Get out of your head and share from your heart. Love that, Mary. Absolutely amazing. But totally agree. We have to keep it so simple, so fun, and to see those two, and every week to see the stories coming through. That's what this is about. Empowering people to be anything they want to be, because they are enough. They are enough. It's so powerful. It's amazing.
So if you do have the book, okay, and you would love to share what it's done for you, please do comment below saying that you'd love to share, and Taylor will be in touch. They love to hear new stories every single week. They want to hear you. They want to showcase you. This is why Taylor, pushed so hard to get Larry to create it. Like, to be fair, this is all Taylor's hard work. She was the one who was the brains behind it. Larry is the genius behind the material inside it, but she put the hard work in to make sure that it got out there. So they want to hear what it's doing for you, because that's what lifts them. That's what drives them every single day. So as it's their wedding anniversary on Monday, guys, we would really love to really completely cover social media with this book and your thanks. So if you're on, and if you have the book, even if you don't have the book, go on to their page, leave a loving comment, say what they've done for you, let them spend some time while they're on the beach, soak it up, what has been an incredible journey for them, but they are just getting started, what it's done for them, and show the love. So Gemma, any final words before we close off tonight's call?
It's been an absolute honor to be here, but yeah, to hear the stories and the stories coming through. On behalf of all our audience tonight, thank you for supporting us. I think both of us were very nervous, and my mouth is very dry right now.
I'm very sweaty. I need a shower. And it's definitely not super warm in Ireland. It's hailstoning, so it's not that I've got the heat outside.
Oh dear, no. Well, it's nice here, but no, it's been amazing. You guys have been incredible. The love, the comments have been truly insane and made it much, much easier for us. And again, I know they will be watching it back. So Laurie and Taylor, we love you both so much. Thank you for everything that you've done. And we will see you all next week. Guys, who are you going to invite? ABC. Let's go rock this. Let's do it, and have an amazing weekend. Go and share your story. It is good enough.
It sure is. Are we able to finish off with the song? I want you to go listen to Glorious, the chorus. You were born for this. You've got a chance to start again. This is the new start that you need. This is the only start that you'll ever need again. And it's a very powerful song. We were thinking, what would we choose for tonight? And this felt perfect. You're all glorious. Thank you so much. Let's go, Gemma.
Excellent.
I feel glorious, glorious.